Madagascar will surgically castrate pedophiles under new law approved by MPs as it is reviewed a few days ago. Wow, this is so interesting. I was online reading some articles, then I came across this news from Madagascar. By the way, Madagascar, I don't understand where is from Africa or outside Africa. You see the map of Africa, besides there is waters, but there is that country that is in water, that is Madagascar. So they are bringing, they have a new law. This new law is intended to castrate pedophiles. According to the news, just come a few days after Kazakhstan announced a similar law where the country's worst offending child sex offenders will have their genital surgically removed. Now, on February 2nd, Madagascar's Parliament, the National Assembly, approved a law which legalizes the castration of child rapists. Just imagine if we all take this route. I mean, in Uganda, we've had a lot of rapists and they go unnoticed. If this law is enacted in Uganda, what will happen? So, the old law stated that those found guilty of raping a minor would face between 5 and 20 years of forced labor. But now, however, this new law states that those found guilty of raping a child under 10 years old will be surgically castrated and sentenced to life imprisonment, while if the victim is between 10 and 13 years old, they will instead be chemically castrated and face 15 to 20 years of forced labor. If the rapist is also minor, they will escape castration. Mrs. Landriamanantenaso has rebuked similar criticism about respect for human rights by saying Madagascar is a sovereign country. This comes after Amnesty criticized the bill. Now the Minister of Justice, Landi, spoke in favor of the bill. A French language newspaper reported that Ms. Landi said society must know what they did and who they are. The bill was proposed by the president of Madagascar, Andry Rajoelina, last month of January and was one of his key campaign promises during his re-election bid last year. International organizations have criticized the new law. Even the BBC reports that in a statement, Tiger Chengtai, Amnesty's regional director for East and Southern Africa, said in Madagascar, rape cases remain underreported and perpetrators often go free due to the victims and their families' fear of retaliation, stigmatization, and lack of trust in the judicial system. So implementing chemical and surgical castration will constitute cruel, inhuman, and degrading treatment as a punishment for those found guilty of raping minors. Will not solve this and is inconsistent with Madagascar constitutional provisions against torture and other ill treatment, as well as regional and international human rights standards. Sadolim, a 48-year who had previously convictions, was sentenced to life imprisonment and chemical castration. Kazakhstan announced its own draft law to remove pedophiles' genitals on Friday 6th, following complaints from MPs that the current law, where pedophiles are chemically castrated, was not deterring child sex offenders. The title of the law follows the death of a Kazan Nomakan 5 who was lured into a pedophile's house after he offered her money for an ice cream. Now, Deputy Interior Minister of Kazakhstan, Igor, said surgical castration was controversial. In terms of ethics and the human side of the issue, it is very complicated indeed. Moreover, we speak about these criminals being locked up for life, so there is no point in castration, he said. So that is the brutal law that is being enacted in Kazakhstan and Madagascar. Just imagine if it comes to Uganda, what will happen? Give me your thoughts on this news story. It's so interesting, I had to share it with you. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thought with me on this platform.